Good morning, everyone. I am coming to you from my very own home, and today I'm just doing a quick little project. I built my water feature back in 2013, and I did some of the landscaping around the outside. And for most people, you know, we try things and they don't always work out, so I just wanted to show you an example of something that I was planning to have work out but just didn't work out for me. So here, take a look at this. So if we look down here, I put this area, this little raised area off the side of my stream, and I used these right here, the blue fescue grasses, and then later added the Fire Island hosta and the Kit Kat catmint, the much smaller variety of catmint that I really like. And I was trying to use the fescue here to prevent erosion, to stop it. I trimmed them back after the first time in many years, and what I'm trying to do here is fix this sloping erosion problem that I thought would be a cool look, but it just never holds here. I lose all the mulch and it exposes the liner. It's very windy in this area, so what I'm planning on doing here is switching it up and making it a rock wall to hold everything up. Over here you can see I've got my rocks built in. I got my little man helper. You say hi, little man? Say hi. My helper? No? Okay. Of course, he doesn't have steel toe boots on, so he can't help me, but yeah, so those are the rocks I've selected. Varying sizes. I like it to look much more natural with the different size rocks. Stay tuned. Alright, so I have removed the plants and I've removed the rocks and the soil from the area. And the plants that I removed were the plants that I felt would be affected by the work that I was doing. I simply dug them out, got all the roots, and set them aside in the shade so they don't dry out and they're healthy when I put them back in. So what you're seeing here in this yellow line that I got, I'm marking the area of where I am going to have a future walkway. So eventually I'm going to connect the stairs over to this patio here, okay? And I wanted to symbolize that, or show it more or less, because I'm thinking ahead in the future. So a lot of times when we do gardens and projects, we're not necessarily thinking of the end game. Like what am I going to do in that area? What's the final look? So I made that line right there. So basically what I can see now is that I got to remove some grass, and I can push this wall out a little bit farther. What I did was I used the line on the deck there. I know that those are all plumb and everything's leveled and perfect, so I connected the two posts together to create myself a nice straight line, just so it was barely touching, and then I put this post in. So I've got some grass removed now, and the next one will be putting some rocks in. Alright, so we're back here. I got the rocks placed. There's a few rocks I definitely will try and find some replacements for. I tend to be picky like that, so but here's what it looks like. So we got the rocks in place. Normally what I like to do is I like to make these level and break up the slope. As you kind of walk out here and we're standing level, you can see that it slopes down. One of the main reasons why I did that on this one here is because I didn't want to take away from the slope that's on the water feature as well. If you look at over here on the water feature, it slopes down the hill. So I wanted to make this not as flat. So that is what we're looking at there in regards to the wall being done. Right now I'm going to add some good rich soil into what I had here. Just makes it better for the plants. It's a mixture of peat, perlite, and some compost also mixed in there, a little bit of biostarter plant fertilizer food too. Right, I've got the plants back in, everything's all finished up, things look great. It's a fun little morning project for me. So let's take a look at what we got here. So I got the mulch all on top of the plants rearranged a little bit, give them a little bit more space. But the most important thing here is I'm gonna have a lot less washout. Obviously there's still a little bit of a slope, but there isn't these real steep slopes here anymore. All this is gone, filled in, it's backfilled. Yeah. So we got a blue fescue, Fire Island hosta. I'm hoping these do a little bit better. And catmint again. So there's a final look. And when I get a chance, I'll try and post a a picture or something of it down the road, maybe towards the fall or something. Thank you so much for tuning in. For more helpful garden tips, or just to find out a little bit more information on small projects, large projects, please check us out. PoseidonPonds.com, www.poseidonponds.com, 734-726-5061. Thanks for tuning in for the small project. Have a great weekend.